Today we'll be looking at the life of Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France who lost her head to the guillotine in the French Revolution. Marie Antoinette was born on the 2nd of November 1755, just a year before a young American colonial had started a conflict with France by attacking a French scouting party, helping to reignite a war between France and England. This event eventually pushed Austrian Empress Maria Theresa to form an alliance with France. Maria Theresa was Marie Antoinette's mother. The alliance led Marie Antoinette's marriage into the French royal family, so in a roundabout way it can be said that George Washington played a part in putting Marie Antoinette on the French throne. Marie Antoinette, nicknamed Toine, or the Little One, was the 15th child and youngest daughter of Maria Theresa. She was a charming and pretty child with big blue eyes and blonde curls. And she was especially close to her father, Emperor Francis. He adored her cheerful nature and enjoyed spending time with her. She took after him in personality, social and lively, but not in academics. Interestingly, in October 1762, just before Marie Antoinette's 7th birthday, Mozart actually met Marie Antoinette. Only 6 years old at the time, he came to perform for the royal family. He won everyone over, especially when he fell on the polished palace floor and little Marie Antoinette rushed to help him up. Graceful and imposed, Mozart said, "You are good, I shall marry you." This same year was tough for Marie Antoinette's mother, who was dealing with a devastating war, but moments like Mozart's visits and the joy brought her youngest daughter gave Maria Theresa a bit of comfort. Marie Antoinette's cheerful spirit continued to lift her parents' moods during these sad times, like the deaths of her sister Maria Josephina and her brother Joseph's wife Isabella, both from smallpox. Following the death of Marie Antoinette's father, Marie Antoinette spent a few carefree years with her sister Maria Carolina, mostly left alone by her now grieving mother. They had fun playing in the gardens and avoiding their easygoing governess lessons. But Marie Antoinette didn't enjoy schoolwork and had a hard time focusing. She didn't like reading and struggled even to write properly. Her governess would write her assignments in pencil and Marie Antoinette would just trace them over in ink. However, was a top priority for the Austrian Empress. She tried hard to arrange a marriage between Marie Antoinette and the French Dauphin, the future Louis XVI. But the French King Louis XV wasn't very interested. After his wife died in 1768, his daughters came up with a strange plan. They suggested that their father, not his grandson, marry one of the Austrian princesses instead. He agreed to consider it as long as she was young and beautiful. They chose Maria Elizabeth, but a painter sent to Vienna confirmed her face was scared from smallpox, so the idea was dropped. In June 1769, Louis XV wrote to Maria Theresa to confirm the engagement between Marie Antoinette and the Dauphin. This decision sealed the fate of the older sisters. Maria Amalia was sent to marry the Duke of Parma, and Maria Elizabeth remained unmarried and eventually entered the church. Maria Theresa was sad for them, but thrilled that her youngest daughter was about to marry into the glamorous royal family of France. However, there was a problem. Marie Antoinette wasn't prepared for life at the French court. She could barely speak or write in French. With just a short time before the wedding, her mother removed her from her old governess and brought her into the experts to teach her music, dance, posture, and French manners. A special tutor from France was sent to help her catch up in her studies. He quickly saw that Marie Antoinette was sweet and eager to teach her by turning lessons into conversations. He found her smart and polite, but too easily distracted. Despite his efforts, she struggled with writing and reading and had developed a bad habit from her years of neglecting schoolwork. Wedding preparations moved forward. On the 21st of January 1770, she received a jeweled engagement ring from the Dauphin. In April, the French ambassador arrived in Vienna with a grand carriage for her journey to France. Lavish celebrations followed, plays, fireworks, dinners, and dances. The wedding by proxy, where her brother Ferdinand stood in for the groom, took place on April 19, 1770. Marie Antoinette wore a stunning silver gown and was escorted by her mother. Her brother knelt before Maria Theresa and Joseph during the ceremony. With the final blessing sung, Marie Antoinette was officially married and was soon to leave Austria forever. That was a very succinct and quick look into Marie Antoinette's childhood from 1755 till 1770. In the next part to this mini-series, we will be looking at Marie Antoinette's life in Versailles and the early years of her marriage to Louis XVI. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I can't wait to share the next part with you guys.